So the survey has given us some really positive messages on each of those three areas, the three big themes that we look at in the survey. We also asked some questions about some areas that are maybe slightly more difficult for us to hear and to understand and be able to make meaningful action on. That's the areas of discrimination, abuse and inclusivity. We asked some questions this year about how inclusive a place people think that Scottish football is for women and girls, for people of any race, for people of any faith, any sexuality, and for people with disabilities. And broadly, people think that Scottish football is quite an inclusive place for all people to come and watch football. There is areas where we can improve, but the message is fairly good there, that people don't seem to be overly put off by coming to Scottish football or participating in Scottish football if they come from one of those groups. We do ask people whether they have witnessed or been subjected to different forms of discrimination, sectarianism, racism, sexism, homophobia or disability discrimination. And the messages around there make for quite difficult reading at times. Particularly areas of sexism and homophobia, we've seen quite a considerable increase in the number of people reporting that they've witnessed sexism and homophobia in the last couple of years, up from quite a positive place a couple of years ago. Has increased rapidly, and that may be more to do with wider trends in society than things that are going on in football themselves. But the numbers have jumped up. The numbers on the other forms of discrimination, unfortunately, have just stayed static. They've not improved, but they're not getting worse either. Almost everybody going to Scottish football has witnessed sectarianism, and over half have been subjected to sectarianism. In the other categories, less people have been subjected to it, but a lot of people are aware of it and see it and witness it around football. So the whole area of unacceptable conduct is an area that we have to do a lot better on. And we're in active conversations with the Scottish Football Association, Scottish Professional Football League and government and other stakeholders to see if we can find our way through that and help football be a better place where we see higher standards of behaviour than we have been seeing at times.